Hey, day 261, Coffee with Kenny. Normally, these are really upbeat and, try to have fun. And this today is a serious topic, and I debated about doing this one. But I've been thinking about it, and I want to cover this fatal accident in R44. I think it was in Brazil or somewhere, and so many people have seen this video. But I want to cover it again just because when we're making these decisions, VFR, IFR, go, no go, we know people lose their lives going inadvertent IMC, okay? So what I want to show in this video is how blue the skies are at the beginning of the video. I mean, you can see right there, look, blue sky, got some big puffy cumulus clouds, but, starting off leaving the airport, blue skies, and we see that a lot, right? And that's going to happen to you if you're brand new to this. A lot of people that watch our videos are experienced pilots, and a lot of you have already experienced this, and you already know what I'm talking about. This is, I guess I want to gear it more towards new people, right? When you start making these decisions about go and no go, it's why you have to understand the weather, the forecast, the METARs, temperature dew point, and all the things that go along with that, making these decisions on whether you're going to make a flight or not. And then there's those times where you have to call a flight off. And all I know is what I see really in the video. There's not much in the description about this other than everybody died that's on this aircraft. I think you're going to see, and the main thing I want to hone in on is the fact that there were times where he should have just landed. And I want to point out some of those. So as normal, when you're getting ready to go, everybody's having a good time, right? Everybody's happy. It's a beautiful day. It's bride and groom going for their flight. Beautiful day. Everybody's happy. It's exciting, right? Now, this video is 8 minutes long, so I'm going to kind of skip through here and there and show some pieces and parts of the video. So what I'll point out as they're a little bit into the flight, if you really look, you can see where there's still green grass. You can still see the ground, but it's overcast now. Visibility, I'm just guessing, looks like it could be a couple miles. But now we're overcast and you can see the ground, but this is already the idea that it's getting ugly, right? So at this point, a person needs to be thinking, wow, is this a flight that I want to continue on? Especially in a VFR aircraft. We're about 1:51 into the video at this point right here where I stopped it. So let's go a little further. All right, here's a little better view as you keep watching where you can still see starting to get worse though. Starting to get some more clouds. You can still see the ground, but it's starting to get ugly. A little bit of clouds going by beside the aircraft. It's going to get worse here in a minute. This is where they probably should have been turning around or getting on the ground. And you can see during this video, you can see their faces start to change. You can tell when they start getting scared and know something's wrong. Now look at there. Look how we're getting even more clouds going by the window. Look at the visibility coming down, okay? Now look ahead, you can see just a little bit. He can barely see the ground at this point, but he keeps tooling along. So this is ugly. I would not be in this, and he should have been getting on the freaking ground. All right, let's go a little further. We're 3 minutes in. Now, and you can see in his face, I see in his face, he's worried. He's looking down at the instruments. People in the back are starting to look concerned. You can tell this guy in the back, I don't know if he's a pilot or not, but you can tell he's getting nervous. He gets nervous before she does. Things are bouncing around. He's looking kind of funny, so it's already getting weird. And when you look out the sides of the window, it's getting pretty thick. It's getting really thick. Why are we still flying? All right, now I can see it in his face. Now he is getting scared. He can still barely see the ground. We're 4 minutes into the flight, or 4 minutes into this video anyway. Barely see the ground. Almost nothing left. What's he do? Keeps flying. Now he's looking. Look where he turns here. He's got a turn going on. There's his opportunity right there. Boom. He's looking out. You saw he was kind of turning, or it looked like he was turning. He's looking to the right. He knows he's in freaking trouble. Right there was a green patch. He looks like he's kind of turning. Why didn't he just turn right? Descend, turn right, get on the freaking ground. We're 4 minutes and 29 seconds in. Let's go a little further. Now I can see it in his face. He knows he's screwed. What was he thinking? Who knows? Other than, I'm screwed. I'm going to get us out of this somehow. Why? Why do you keep going? Why? Why? I don't get it. Now you can see it in their faces, getting even worse, getting even worse. We're done past the stupid point. Why is he still flying? I don't know. 5 minutes in. So we've been flying into the soup for at least 3 to 4 minutes. And when you really look into the video, you can see it gets worse, it gets worse, it gets worse. Passengers are looking outside going, what in the heck? They know this ain't right. She's trying to make fun of light of the situation because she's probably scared out of her mind. 5 minutes, 30 seconds. Now I'm seeing nothing. I'm seeing nothing. You can't see the ground. Ground is gone. You don't see it out the side windows. You don't see it out the front. He is flying freaking blind in a VFR helicopter. We're 6 minutes in. I'm surprised they survived this long. There's normally, what, 45 seconds when you go into the clouds before you're going to lose it and kill yourself. So he's made it this far. And I guess, look at his face. He's scared. I'm going to turn up a little bit of volume because I'm sure we're about to hear that low horn go off. 6.5 minutes. Rotor's coming down. Sounds like, here we go. This is where it goes ugly. 7 minutes into the video. There it goes. There went the horn. You're going to see the aircraft turn. You're going to see the pilot like leaning all the way to the left or being forced to the left. Seconds to hit the ground. Boom. And there's the flashing light. You know, it turns the stomach. It turns my stomach. And I know I've viewed it before, and I'm surprised this is even really on YouTube, actually. But, you know, let's take it as a learning experience. That guy had a lot of time to make a decision to get on the ground. And it went on, get out of here, fly. And he just, God, why didn't he land? Why did he keep going? I have no idea. It just, you know, it just makes you think. And there's those of us that have done stupid stuff and been in situations maybe that start to look like that. I swear to God, I've never flown anything that bad for that long. I have had some scares, and there's those times where you push along. And when that visibility starts coming down like that, I get freaking nervous. And there's a point where I'm just going to land or I'm going to turn around. And when I was younger, I'd be a little more risky, right? And the longer you're in this business and the longer you're around helicopters and the more people that you lose that you know in aircraft accidents where someone you know flew into the clouds, ran out of fuel, walked into a tail rotor, whatever the case is, you know, you get these wake-up calls, right? And I just wanted to roll this today, and with all the talking that we do in 10 years of making videos, 8 years of online ground school, I am always preaching about go, no go, and knowing the weather and understanding. I wanted to share that video or take a look at it just because you can see. Starts out, beautiful day, a little bit of clouds, but hey, looks great, right? And within 5 minutes of that flight, you went from, well, we can kind of see, but it's getting iffy. Plenty of time to get on the ground. And then he just kept going. And I personally, I could see it in his face. I could see it in the pilot's face. He knew he was, you know, he knew he'd overstepped his bounds there. And he knew it wasn't good. And I'm sure he was probably, I'm not sure. I shouldn't say I'm sure. I'm guessing that he was hoping he was going to pop out of it. And he didn't, and it killed everybody. Food for thought, day 261. Hate to be negative Nancy. It's not being negative Nancy. Man, it's just gut-wrenching. It's gut-wrenching every time I freaking watch that video. But, you know, let's take these things and learn. And if you haven't reviewed your decision-making lately, if you haven't reviewed weather, if weather's changing in your area like it is here, we're now into the beginning of fall for us here in the Midwest. And this is where it gets serious for us. You know, we've had kind of a rainy summer, but you still have a lot of really nice days where all you got to do is look outside and you know, severe clear, man, you can fly for miles. But we're going to get into that area now where we're going to start having fog, and a month away or 2 months away from starting getting some snow. And this is when it gets hairy for us in the Midwest. And it's just time to buckle down. So for those of you living in those areas, start thinking about fall coming, fall and winter, and the temperature dew point spread and all that happy stuff that goes along with making these decisions. All right. Thanks for tuning in for day 261. leave us a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel, click the bell, and we'll see you in day 262. Peace out.